Okay, I'm going to start recording my cats going crazy, so you may hear them in the background. All right, so these are how you do simple problems that we've probably seen before. So if you have this cross product, 5 times x right there, and that's how they got these two together, then you can do the other direction, 2 times 15. So 5 times x, of course, is 5x. I told you my cat's in the background. And 2 times 15 is 30. And then y'all know to get rid of the x by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 5. When you divide both sides by 5, you get your x is 6. So you're going to do the same thing with the algebra 2. We're going to do, it's called cross multiplication. So the first thing, I just want to make sure you know that this is actually called cross products. My cat is trying to eat the pen now. And before I start marking away like crazy, I'm going to go ahead and do the domain restrictions. Remember, you get them from your denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, which is x minus 3 cannot equal 0. And the other denominator is an x plus 2 cannot equal 0. Add 3 on both sides, and x cannot be a 3. This one, subtract 2 on both sides, and x cannot be a negative 2. Those are your domain restrictions that we've been doing for a while, and I just wanted to do them before I start crossing over here, my cross products. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go this direction, okay? So what that means is I take that 1, and I'm going to multiply it by x minus 3. The other direction, that would be a 4, and then I'm going to multiply it by x plus 2. So up on this one side, you're distributing. If you distribute a 1 times x, you still get x. 1 times a negative 3 is just a negative 3. Other side, 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. I usually like to have my variable on the left-hand side, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract 4x. So now this cancels, and I will have 1x minus a 4x is a negative 3x. Then I'm going to bring down everything else. A minus 3 equals an 8. Next step, I'm going to add 3 on both sides. And now I have a negative 3x equals 8 plus 3 is 11. Divide both sides by that negative 3. And I have that my answer is x equals a negative 11 thirds. And it says, is your solution valid? Well, yes, it is valid. And the reason is, as long as it's not this 3 and this negative 2, this can be an answer. So it is not one of the domain restrictions. Yes, that is my cat, Jackson. I call him Jackie. All right, we're going to do the next one. We're going to do it the same way, but if you notice right here in this area, it is not really set up like our original problem. So what I'm going to do is I want this side, I'm going to make that side combine. In other words, those two fractions I need to combine into one fraction. Okay, and that's what we have been doing. So if I put a 1 underneath that, I'm dealing with a 4 over x plus 7 over 1. I'm only dealing with that one side. Your common denominator of that problem would be an x. This one already has the x, so I'm just going to bring the 4 down. This side, I need to multiply 1 times what would give me an x? Well, 1 times x would give me an x. So now 7 times x is 7x. So now I'm going to write that as one fraction. Keep your denominator. 4 plus 7x is just going to go right there. So I took this 2 fractions and I made it into 1. Now that you have that, let me do this. I'm sorry about my cat. Now you have one proportion. So I am going to take this, I'm going to just put the 7x first. 7x plus 4 over x equals, go back and grab the part that we really ignored. Okay, we're going to grab that part right there, which is a 2 over, ooh, I don't know why I'm using that awful color. It's a 2 over a 3x. You still have to do your restrictions. So I'm going to take this denominator first, set it not equal to 0. So there's one restriction right there. Then I'm going to take this other denominator. If I solve that, divide both sides by 3. I still get x is not equal to 0, but I already have it. I don't need it twice. Okay, so now I'm ready to do my proportions. So here I go. I'm going to do this side first, okay? So when I multiply that side, it is like 2 times x. Now if you want to, just go ahead and multiply it and make it 2x. Now I'm going to do the other side, which is this direction. So that is a 3x times a 7x plus 4. So I need to distribute. 3x times 7x is a 21x squared. 3x times a 4 is a 12x. Now, because I have an x squared, I'm going to move this 2x over so it can be by its friends. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. And now I get 21x squared. 12x plus a negative 2x is a 10x. And that equals 0. So I'm going to do greatest common factor. What can I take out of both of those? Well, I can take an x out of both of them. If I take an x out, I'm left with 21x plus 10 equals 0. Now you set them both equal to 0. So I'm going to set this equal to 0 and this equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 10 and get 21x equals a negative 10. I'm going to divide both sides by 21. And I get my answer is x equals, and yes, it's okay to have a fraction. My fraction, you can, it's okay. It's a negative 10 over 21. Now that answer is fine because that answer is not a restriction. So that one works. This answer does not work because this is a restriction. We already said that x can't be 0. So this cannot be an answer. Okay, so that's one way to do it, and I'll start the video for a different way in a minute.